That's what I'm saying. Like, are you this like that? Are you this type of person off camera, or are you like, yo, I gotta put on this fucking dumbass jacket again?
Oh, this you crazy mother.
All right, cool. You want to do an audio test? Just because I have the same mics and I know when I put it there, it gets a little muffled too because this shit be rubbing. No, that happened, dude. That happened April 4th.
What up, bro?
What are you guys doing now?
We're about to do like an interview.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, so you can promote his projects and stuff.
Yeah.
You work for the mall? Or what do you
So
do?
I'm just me, Mike Squires, but I'm doing a song with an artist from each of the 50 states.
Okay.
So I've just been working on that album.
Is that a song?
A song, yeah. So like, I found an artist from Kentucky. I found an artist from Oregon.
How's the
I
audio
made a
look
song
on it,
with
though?
them. So I
Good,
basically
right?
am putting this album together.
No way.
Yeah, with 50 songs. It's a lot. It's a
Can
lot.
I hear some or no?
Yeah, it's all on Spotify.
Let me listen. Is there any on YouTube? Oh, yeah.
The Connect 4 tournament was great though, dude.
Really?
Yeah, it went off. It went off. We're doing another one next year. They're making me do it next year. I wasn't gonna do it, but they're like, we have to do
Are
it.
you
So
like a celebrity in Stamford?
I don't know, dude.
He's the voice of Stamford, bro.
I'm just trying to make something happen, dude. I don't know if you know this. I'm trying to clean Macy's too.
Macy?
Yeah, you see how dirty? It's like super dirty over
I
there.
didn't notice.
Go take another look, dude. It's gonna be. Go take one last look at it. Dirty.
Bottom level or the top level?
All of no, like the outside. Go look at the exterior. It's got the grunge on the
Yeah, I know.
outside, the algae.
On the floor a little bit, like by the slanted wall.
It's all gonna get power washed. I'm working on it, dude.
Alright.
I'm trying to put together.
Meet you guys.
Yo, later, bro.
Dude.
Yo, you got me on Instagram real quick, cuz.
It's the jacket. You know what I mean? I knew the second. Like,
Hell yeah.
What's your name, dude?
Tashawn.
Tashawn Mike.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah. You coming to Connect 4 next year? Save the April 4th, dude.
If I'm around still.
Okay. Like as in like in the area?
Yeah.
Okay.
Might be in Brooklyn or something.
We'll take the trip, dude.
Nice, bro.
I will.
Nice to meet you. I'm gonna add you back right now.
I think it's necessary, dude.
Later. Take
All right,
care.
I'll see you, dude. What a great guy.
Nice. 7% battery. Perfect. All right, you rolling, Timmy?
Sir. Let's
All
go.
right, so let's walk, I guess, by Macy's. Where's the mall? Like where your studio
Mall
is?
is right next to Macy's.
Okay, so we could go that way. I think WWF is that way.
Yeah.
So we can do that. I want to take a picture with you guys in front of the ring.
Oh yeah, we can do it. So, yeah, that'll be our best bet. We could cut through the park over there where they used to do live at 5.
Mm.
Yeah. Well, my guy.
Yeah, we here, man.
We're here. Made it happen.
We got Mike Squires, man, a.k.a. the voice of Stamford.
I'm honored, dude.
Now, I feel like you're one of the only people, like people represent Connecticut, people represent Stamford, but very few people, nobody actually is trying to make changes to the town, to the city.
Bro, I love this city so much. And you know what? I've had the opportunity to like leave. Like, I've been able to, I moved out. I was living in Shelton, which is only, 40 minutes north from here, but I've been able to like leave and tour the country. So every time I came back, I was like, yo, it's actually really sick what we got going on over here. And, I think people, when they think of Connecticut, they're not thinking of all this, dude. You know what I mean?
Right.
I don't know what they're thinking of. Maybe pizza, which I'll take that too, but.
Yeah, and the people in the Mayflower, pilgrims and shit. But it's so funny because I met you. I don't know if I formally met you, but I was first introduced to you. Which way do we go?
Oh, let's go this way.
All right.
This way. You can see the Macy's and the horizon, dude.
We should cross the street. You should cross and walk that way. I think.
You want to do that?
Yeah.
Let's do that then.
I met you literally right here.
Let's
I
go.
don't know.
At Jets event? The Winfield one?
I think so. And you did some shit, bro. I was like, who is this guy? You came out, Stamford, Connecticut. What's up? Everybody put their hands in the air.
That was my my good friend Jet Perry's event.
Yeah.
And no, that was a lot of fun, dude. Yeah. The thing, no matter what you're doing, you got to give it your all. You know?
They're like, who is that? That's Mike Squires. Like, who is this guy, bro? He had the crowd rocking. He was in the crowd. And then I checked out your Instagram. Like, you really was doing this.
Trying, dude.
Right, you do this shit in front of huge crowds and.
Yeah, I've had a lot of incredible opportunities. I'm just trying to keep it going,
Right. So you're a rapper or a producer? You make beats?
So here's what's going on. So I came in the game, because there's a lot of confusion of what I do, and it's my fault. But I came in the game as a video guy. So I came in the game as like a director, doing music videos. And then I started producing beats, and I had a song that went off for me. And so now I've been producing, but as I've been producing this 50 States project, I've been adding my vocals to the records more. And so, I've just become this kind of fluid, just artist, and I guess all the above,
right.
To answer your question.
Yeah, that's how, you're a polymath, just like me, man. A jack of all trades to a certain extent.
A lot of side quests, dude. A lot of side quests.
Word. You're working, so, you know, obviously you got this bright-ass jacket on representing America.
Have to do it, dude.
Can you explain the reasoning behind this outfit?
So, I'm doing a song with an artist from each of the 50 states. I don't know how many times I've said that sentence in the last year.
Right.
But, you know, as I was doing this project, like getting it started, I shot one of the videos and I wasn't wearing the suit. And I sent it over to my friend Watsky and he's like, nah.
Doesn't slap.
Doesn't slap. So he sent me this Amazon link to the coat or the jacket that you're seeing now, and the rest is history.
Now wear it everywhere.
But yeah, so that's.
But you tried to do this last year and you stopped.
So I've been doing it. So I started January because I didn't give myself a deadline, right?
Yeah.
And I kind of knew in the horizon of when I wanted to get this project out. So I started January 2024 with Webby. We started in hometown in Connecticut, right?
Yeah. That's your guy. I see you always posted him.
Yeah, dude, we've toured so much. I've done so
Right.
many videos. I hang out at his house. He was at the Connect 4 tournament.
Hold on, Timmy. Just walk. Let's wait right here real quick.
Oh,
Go
yeah,
ahead.
cool.
Because I want to finish your story, then I want to talk about Macy's.
Hell yeah. So, yeah, no,
You on tour with Webby?
Yeah, but so around the halfway.
Yes, sir.
So around like the halfway point of the 50 States project, I just was feeling burnt out, and I felt like I needed to like kind of change my approach to the project. And I hadn't given myself like it needs to be done by this day. So I kind of just took a little bit of a breather to get the music right. I was like, because that's the most important. Because at the end of the day, when this project is all done, no one's gonna be like, oh, he took the time off. They're gonna be like, yo, is the music good or is the music ass? You know what I mean? That's all they're gonna remember. So I was just like, yo, let me take a second to get the music right, come up with a plan, stick the landing, and just make sure it's fire. So that is exactly what I did, and that is exactly what I'm gonna do.
Right.
Yeah.
That's dope. How long of a break did you take?
Not that long though, so I just slowed down the process. You know what I mean? So I think I released something like August, and then from going every single week, I started going to like once a month just to kind of hold over. But now I basically wanted the big fireworks at the ending, so I spent some time making the big fireworks at the end.
Yeah. Okay.
Which is what everyone's about to see.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you have so you have a rapper or artist? Is it different genres?
It's all over. It's a very eclectic project. So the song that's coming out this Friday, probably this will be out by now. But I got
So it's a 50-track album?
Oh, yeah, 51. People don't know that. They don't know
You got a Puerto Rican on there.
I wanted to put it on as a bonus track. I want Puerto Rico as a bonus track.
Bonus track on the deluxe is hilarious.
Dude, if I could put that together in time, maybe there will be a Puerto Rico. But I just gotta like make sure I hit the foundation. I gotta hit all 50. And there is a 51st song called the New National Anthem that I'm working on. That if all goes right, that'll be on there. No, there's this girl, Rowan Grace, and she was on The Voice, and she is so incredibly talented from South Dakota. And like that song comes out Friday, and it's like a very like singer-songwriter. It's honestly one of the most beautiful songs on the entire project.
So you're dropping singles from the project?
Everyone, 50 singles, dude. So, and like, listen, bro, listen to this. Listen
50 singles is crazy.
Bro, listen. So each single is me and the artist drawn in the outline of the state. Mm-hmm. The album cover is all 50 states put together to make the U.S. map.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like all the cover art's put into one.
Yeah, there's mad detail put into this.
Oh, man. Let me just shout out my dude, Jose, who's been doing all the cover arts for this because he has been working so hard, and he doesn't hate me right now. You can never hate me, but man, am I like being annoying I'm just hitting him. I'm like, yo, how we looking?
Oh,
how we looking? Because dude, I have an intense deadline, which I won't say on camera, but I told you guys behind the scenes.
Yeah.
And it's like, if we either get it done or we don't. So we're gonna get it done.
We're gonna get it done. You gotta be on top of people. I'll be on top of Timmy too. I call him at 8 o'clock in the morning. Yo, we got an interview today. You better get there.
Timmy, you on point, dude?
Timmy's on point. 10 minutes late, but we'll forgive him.
You gotta edit his voice in later, dude.
We're walking by Macy's now. I seen you post that you're trying to get this clean.
I'm gonna get it clean. I am getting it clean.
And it meant a lot to me because that's what I'm trying to do in Rye. You know, I live by a park called Gagliardo Park, and they just throw that shit to the dump, man. They don't. It's beat up. The basketball court is falling down.
Tim,
and
get
shit.
a shot of this, dude. This is terrible.
I wanted to
look at this.
We should have crossed the
Yeah.
street again. Timmy, God damn it, Timmy.
No, look at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, look how gross. Look at the grunge coming down, like especially from the top. It's like it's such an eyesore. Like, why are we doing this? You know? It's like.
Yeah, hold on. Let's see. Yeah, look at that shit. It's like mold.
So it's algae. I've like,
It's
I've been
algae.
in the meetings
Let's-
and I'm
let's
learning
go
all
in the
about
middle.
this stuff. So
On the island.
it really is algae, dude.
Timmy, get on like that side and get like and get like us and the wall. So yeah, I think this is like where you shot the video at, right?
I
Promoting
shot
it?
right there. You know what's crazy? Like I had this incredible opportunity that I flew out for, and the gym that I train at, Metabolic, is down here, and my girl, like me and my girl share a car. So
you guys keep going this way a little bit?
oh yeah.
Like right here?
There.
Yeah, cool.
Dude, so what's crazy about that video is like, you know,
We're still getting your audio even though you're not as close.
oh yeah, no, I know. I got it. I'm a professional, dude. But so I had this incredible opportunity last week, and I flew back in. I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna miss my gym. I train at my gym down here, and me and my girl share a car. She needed the car, so I was like, let me just walk home. So I like walked home, and I was right here, and I just was like, yo, look how disgusting. Just look at it.
Yeah.
It's so terrible. So I just was like, I'm gonna get this thing cleaned. And I've been thinking on it for a while. Like this wasn't like the first time like I was like, you know, doing it. But that was the first time I like really did it publicly, and the video went crazy. I pretty much know every power washer in the tri-state area now. So
I fuck with it, and I'm kind of like, only because it's like, bro, it's fucking Macy's. Like, I feel like if you had that energy for like maybe like, I don't know how like the parks are, or is there something that could have been done for the kids? But like, we clean this shit, what happens? Not a damn thing.
it's an eyesore, dude. And you know what? So this is the issue, dude. And we'll talk about this because it's kind of like, it's like if you make your bed in the morning, it's a character to the whole thing. It's a part of the whole puzzle. Like, dude, why are we letting it get like this, dude? It's gross.
Yeah.
Like, it's just dirty, and I don't think people are gonna realize how dirty it is until it's clean. You know what I mean? It's like, dude, it's black up there, dude. That's not the color it is, dude.
It's not representing Stamford well at all.
No, dude, it's such a beautiful city. I care about this, dude. It frustrates me because I see people like, oh well, I don't care. Who cares about this? It's like it's part of a bigger problem. I care about the city, and like, of course there are other things, but it's like nobody's doing this. Why does it take some random Samaritan, Mike Squires, to put this together when it's like Macy's building? And not for nothing, you know, it's getting put together. Just know that downtown Stamford really stepped up. The Stamford Town Center, the mall really stepped up. Macy's, what's the word, dude? They reached out to me.
They still own it? Like, is it open?
So it's me. Yeah, it's open. So it's open. And
so the people working there and the people own it, and they're letting it get like this?
Let me also put this disclaimer out. The staff that's in there is incredible. Like, I know a lot of them personally. They are the nicest. It's not them that's causing this. It's corporate, the level up. And I've been on like some of the emails with them, and I've seen them turn down the budget. It's not that much in the grand scheme of things. I won't put that like out there because, you know, but just know that, you know, they're, as of this moment right now, there's still time. They just haven't stepped up yet. So, but just know that it's getting done because I put a play in motion.
You know, and I take back what I said, man, because literally when I said I don't agree with it, man, if you could get this done, you could do anything in Stamford. You got the key to the city.
Well, that's the thing about it too, is it's like, it's just part of a bigger picture too. Where
you gotta get started somewhere, and this is a perfect project, it's an obvious project to get started on.
And I just like, the thing, I'm not making any money off this, I'm just doing it because I care. You know what I mean? I just like want to see the city get better, so. And it's just like kind of, it's funny because now I've pulled this off, like behind the scenes, it's getting done. So now it's got me thinking, what's next? Like, what's the next thing I can do? And I already kind of know it. I can't even talk on this, but I got an incredible opportunity to potentially do something for the city. And unfortunately, I can't say anything more than that, which is really frustrating. Trust me, I'm at a part of, I'm just signing NDAs left and right, dude, which is so frustrating because I want to tell you guys.
Right.
But just know that I always have Stamford's best interest at heart, and I'm going to bring great things to the city, whether I'm cleaning Macy's or an event that potentially could be very sick, you know?
Yeah. Is that like one of your goals, to provide like an opportunity for other creatives and artists, or?
That's always been my goal. If you think about it, like, you know, I have my podcast where I highlight an artist every single week. The 50 States Project highlights 50 different artists from around the country. Like, there's very few Mike Squires projects that don't highlight somebody else alongside with me. You know what I mean? So I've always found joy in that too. And like the artist from North Dakota reached out to me last week. We released the song last year. And he just was like, dude, he's like, I appreciate like that you having me on this. Like, it's really helped me in the last year.
I don't talk to anybody all day. 4 people in North Dakota.
No, Dakota Faye is the man, dude. He's the man. But it's just, it's cool though. And I also have a friend everywhere now. I like literally can go to anywhere and I have a friend. Yeah. So there's a lot of cool things that have happened because of the project.
Did you have to travel, or you just have reached out? Like, how did you pick these artists?
It's just years of touring, really. Like, I've met a lot of people on the road. So years of touring, and if I didn't know them, somebody I knew them. You know what I mean? So I was able to connect with them like that.
But how did you narrow it down? Like, let's say like 20 people from a state. Like, is that how it happened? Like, a lot of people from a state were like, it should be me, it should be me. How did you narrow it down and finally select somebody?
You know, a lot of the times it was like, one, I either liked the music and I reached out. Easy to work with was a big one too. There was a lot of people who didn't make the project because they weren't easy to work with. You know what I mean? Like, they would either like take too long, like excuses, make it difficult. And I'm just like, there are some people who made the project who made it hard too. I'll be honest with you, respectfully.
Yeah.
But you know, it's a hard project, and it's like, nobody owes me anything, right? Everybody you see on this project is doing it off the strength. So it's like, it's not like I'm paying these dudes to do it. So they don't, you know what I mean? So I can only ask so much, you know, but other than like, yo, it's a cool project. I think it'd be a great opportunity. Would love to have you, you know, but it really takes them to like want to rep their state and kind of be locked in on this album for life, you know? Which, like, you think sounds easier than it is, but it's not. Oh yeah, let's make a move.
Describe your relationship with the artist Jelly Roll.
So here, I'll tell the whole story too.
Which way towards the mall? We gotta cross.
Yeah, so the mall, we can go in this way actually, over here. Here, if you want to go up this way into there, like that'll be the best way.
All right, let me take my sunglasses off.
Woo. Yeah,
I'm trying all different techniques, interviewing techniques. Sunglasses on, sunglasses off.
I like how like raw and kind of like moving around this is.
Yeah,
dude.
bro, it's a conversation.
So I'll tell the Jelly Roll. So I was on tour with this artist Echo, and Echo got the opportunity to open up for Jelly Roll. So I was doing photography at the time. So I took some photos for Echo, and then I was like, you know what, let me shoot some photos for Jelly. So I took some photos for Jelly. They made it to him, and he was like, who took these photos?
Oh, nice.
And he reached out to our tour manager, and he's like, I need Squire shooting my set tonight. So there's a video out there. You can see me like on his tour bus. And yeah, dude, he played us his full album before it came out, dude. It was like, bro, it was definitely a moment. But so you know, I shot some photos for him that night, and that was that. And then a couple months go by. I was in LA at my friend Dylan Reese's house, and I get a text from Jelly, and he's like Squires. He's like, can I call you right now? So I was like, and keep in mind, I didn't have his contact. Like, he just got my number. This is the mall up here.
Okay. So, we don't gotta walk in it. We could just.
Oh yeah, we could just walk around.
Because you didn't want to go to your studio because it's under construction.
It's under construction still. Dang it, dude. If I knew, I would have at least like tidied it up, you know.
Word, yeah. Now I hear you.
But so Jelly, so he calls me and he's like, Squires, what's your story? That's the first thing he asked me. And I was like kind of overwhelmed in that moment. I was like, oh shit, what do I say, dude? I like, you know, do I go career-wise? Do I go like super like past, like, you know, like raised by Patricia?
Which angle do I hit it with?
I was like, I think I ended up going career, which I think I was like, just like touring photo guy, video guy, because that's what I was for years. You know what I mean? I was like, I produced music too. And then we talked, and then he offered me a lump sum of money that was absolutely insane for me at the time.
Damn.
Still insane right now. 6 figures, won't say it.
Need that. Damn, jellies.
Yeah, and he's like, I'm looking to bring somebody on full time and come live with me full time. He's like, I'd love for it to be you. And you know, I was like, yo, let me think on it. And the money was great. Like, it was the most I'd ever been offered for anything in my entire life.
Yeah.
But I had to think, like, taking that job, it's like I would have had to give up everything. You got to keep that in mind. Like, you know,
man,
I'm like,
don't tell me you did what I think you did.
So listen, I'm still in a relationship. I like have my own projects. I'm trying to do this 50 states thing. So I turned down the job. I like turned down this incredible opportunity, which, you know, everyone's like, why would you do that? What a dumb play. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like, and for a little bit, there were some moments where I would like see Jelly where it's like, oh wow, he's with Eminem today. You know what I mean? He's with like, you know, American Idol, and it's like, you know, I think of like, oh, I could have been like right alongside him, right?
Yeah, but all right, go ahead.
No,
you can't live like that. I don't know.
I can't live like that because you know what? Like, and you know, now today, with opportunities I've had in the last week, even so, I was thinking about it. I was like, I'm so grateful that I turned it down, dude. Like, and obviously I got love for Jelly, and like, I know that feeling is mutual. Like, I don't think he's upset at me for turning it down. I saw him actually recently too. Like, he had a show in Connecticut.
Oh, word.
And he was chirping me for fucking turning down the job, dude. And I was like, dude, but I just know that I think I just gotta go on my Mike Squires path and just trust that my journey is gonna be my journey, you know?
That's how I kind of got started in the game too. I was Charlamagne the God's videographer.
Oh, insane, dude. I actually did know that. I did know that.
Yeah, and it's like, it gets to a certain extent, it's like, bro, I gotta create my own name, and I felt like I was using his. Like it gets to a certain, like you can't use his connections to build your own. It's like a fine line between being a videographer for somebody and trying to make your own brand, because you can't really do both.
Yeah.
It's like, are you here for me or are you here for yourself? And that's the problem I was really having.
And that's the thing too, like, it's funny, like, I always tell people, like, the $100 that Mike Squires makes by, like, just being Mike Squires is better than the $1,000 I would have made by being someone's videographer.
Yeah, for real.
You know what I mean? Because it's like, I didn't have to rely on anybody. I did it myself, you know? So there's something to be said about it, dude. And at this point, I can thankfully say that I am happy I turned down the job.
Right.
You know, there probably were some memories me and Jelly could have made that I would have cherished for life, but who knows? There's still a lot of life to live, you know?
But Jelly Roll, he helped you out with this 50 States project, or?
Not yet. So I posted a video the other day where I'm looking, so I have very few states that I have to finish. One of the states is Tennessee. So I hit Jelly Roll and I was like, I basically put out a video and I was like, yo, Jelly, who am I doing for Tennessee? Like, I want him to pick the artist. And hopefully he comes through and picks the artist. If not, I'll just pick one. But he did watch my story this morning, so.
Yeah, oh nice.
You know, we're one step closer to the
Jelly.
To the Tennessee artist, you know?
Fire.
Yeah, dude.
All right, so you recently opened up a studio.
I did, dude.
Let's start from the beginning, man. How did you even know that this space was available inside the Stamford Mall?
There was a lot happening. So, I mean, I had already made the decision to move back to Stamford. I was living I had a terrible living situation in Shelton, dude. It was good at the time when I like first got it, but like, dude, my landlord became absolutely fucking insane, dude. So like, I feel like, you know, they asked the studio question, but I'm going like further back because it all kind of plays into it. But so with so I just realized I had to move because I had an overbearing landlord. He would like show up in the house in the middle of the night. I'm talking like 2 a.m. in the basement. Like, bro, it honestly got scary. And keep in mind, I travel and I only live with my girl. So it's like, when I'm out on the road, it's like, damn, this dude's like in our basement, like freaking my girlfriend out. Yeah. That's fucking terrible, dude.
Oh, wow, he OD'd.
Yeah, dude. If he wasn't so old, I might have fought him, dude. But like, dude, when I went down, I was like, bro, I like went to the basement. I was like, what are you doing, dude? It's like, why are you here? Like, and he was just like, oh, I'm fixing the humidifier. I'm like, dog, it's fucking 2 a.m.
Oh, wow.
Dude, I was like, dude, like, anyways. So I needed to change my living situation. Yeah. So I was like, you know what? Let's go back to Stamford. I love Stamford. The city loves me. It's a mutual love. There's no reason why I shouldn't be. And I was still actively commuting to Stamford like every day. Right. So I was like, why the hell? Because I went up there to save money and hilariously enough, didn't save any money. I just fucking got myself upset. Yeah, damn. But so I moved back to Stamford and, you know, I was already like doing a lot of stuff in the mall too because I work closely with my friend Ilario who runs the Holiday Wish up there, Blood Manor. And, what is that? So Blood Manor is like a haunted house that's in there, and then the Holiday Wish is like a Christmas event that they do.
Oh, and the guy climbing that fucking thing?
I know what you're talking about. It's different, but it is, like that, Santa is attached to the mall for that, or like the building next to it. But,
Tim, we go across and go that way.
Yeah, that's our best bet. But, so I just was hanging around the mall manager like every so often, and I think he offered the space to me. Like, I think he almost did it like, not like jokingly. He's like, yo, if you want to open a studio here, kind of like that. And I was like,
don't tell me what a good time, motherfucker.
And keep in mind, I'm trying to figure out like moving. It's like, I like want to move downtown Stamford. I can't have a studio in an apartment. So I'm like, okay, what do I was like, maybe I'll do this, dude. Bro, I panic between me moving, like finding my place, which my girl found, and the studio. I probably committed to moving like in 2 weeks. Yeah. So I like panic moved everything, dude. So like, it's been a journey and a half, but yeah, so the studio is being built. So that's how I got it. And I went like, I made a deal with the mall that like, you know, I think works out for me. And yeah, I got the space and it's coming together really beautifully. It's pretty much done. I've had so many other projects that I like just need to like lock in and like get it finalized.
Can you go into detail about like maybe like the deal that you worked out with the mall?
Yeah, like, I totally can. And you know what? Let me just big up the mall too right now because I think there's a huge misconception about the mall too, where it's like they're willing to make deals with people too to like provide opportunities and stuff for them. Because I think people might think it's like way more expensive than it is. And I don't like, because I think in my contract with them, it says I can't say exactly what it is.
Yeah, but it's affordable rate that you...
It's an affordable rate. Like you would like, I'll tell you off camera,
Yeah.
and you're gonna be like, oh, like this is something like anybody who's watching this, like if you want an opportunity to get a place in the mall, like it's way more realistic than you think. And you know, I'm trying to like now that I'm in there too, I'm trying to do and that's all part of it too. So it's like going back to the Macy's thing, it's like, you know, my studio's in there. You know what I mean? So it's like if I bring somebody cool, I don't want them to see like, oh, this grungy Macy's building. You know what I mean? It's like. But it's just terrible for the city. But I don't know. I'm like a big on like presentation. You know what I mean?
So is it basically just like they hold you down? Does the mall get anything out of it?
So I do a little bit of content for the mall. I do a little bit of content for the mall. But it like turns into things that you don't even realize. Like, you know, I think like in my deal, like I'll say a couple of like I'm supposed to do like an event or something a year or a meet and greet or something like that. And I just did this Connect 4 event, and in the Connect 4 event, I did like the meet and greet. You know what I mean? So. You like don't because I try to make it cool. You know what I mean? I make it so it doesn't like feel like, oh, Squires is just promoting the mall, which like I'm really just trying to promote things that I think are cool, but I'm trying to bring cool things to the mall so that it's organic. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so,
I didn't even know the mall was still open until I seen you post that you were in there with the Connect 4 board challenging people. I was like, oh.
See, I'm changing the city, Dan. Note that. Did you heard that? Had no idea it was still open.
I thought every mall in America was going out of business slowly.
It's a tough time to be a mall. I'm actually going to have Dan on the podcast to talk about it too, because I think it'd be an interesting. Dan's the mall manager, but I think it'd be interesting to like talk about it. But you know, I'm just trying to get creative with
Yeah, go that way.
Yeah, we want to go this way and to the left for WWE. But yeah, dude.
Have you ever, what kind of guests have? Like, what is your podcast about?
I just try to have...
Oh, wait, before we get into that.
Talk to me.
Can you talk about the actual... So once you got the space, you had to build a whole studio, right? Because it was just an empty room, right?
It was... I actually love my space, too, because people will go in the mall looking for me, and you can't... I got like a Chambers of Secrets situation going on over there. So I basically turned the old Apple storage into a studio. So there's like a room in the back that's just like... You'll never be able to find it. You would never know it's a studio.
Right.
So that's like, well, now I guess people know, but you still can't find it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah. So that's it. And dude, it was nothing. So I had to like, my girl painted the ceiling. There's a great video of that, which I like. Dude, it was chaos. I brought these dudes in and like they made such a mess, and I was so defeated. I wanted to quit. Yeah. And then my girl's like, "Yo, let me try." And for the next 6 hours, she just did it, dude.
Right.
So that painted it, brought the carpet in. Built a booth in there, built my podcast set in there. You know what I mean? So,
yeah. How long have you been up and running now?
So it's a kind of a messy question because I've been up and running the whole time. It just hasn't looked pretty.
Got it. I mean, it looks good on camera for what I see.
Thank you, dude. Yeah. Well, that's because like I don't show the full. There's no wide shots yet. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because there's like parts that are so messy, and I'm like just starting to get to the point where I'm like hanging up art, which I'm like, oh, that's nice. Yeah. You know what I mean? I'm starting to get to the decorative phase. The booth is like fully functional at this point. The podcast set is up, and I'm still I want to put up like some backdrops. I bought a huge projection or a projector screen to like put on the front of my booth so I can pull it down so like me and the friends can watch
movies. It's a space, yeah. It's a creative space.
It's basically my office too, and I'm like, I really want to expand too. Like nobody knows this yet because I haven't said it. But I haven't even talked to like the mall manager. It's just a thought. But I like really want to get a space in Stamford. Hopefully the Stamford Town Center. But I want to get a space where I build a bunch of sets. Like I want to build some like big ass like sets, dude.
That's dope.
And like so I can film my own projects and other people can film theirs too. You know? Yeah, I'm excited to go to the WWE building, dude.
Yeah, that's dope though. Cause I just opened up my own studio too. I was just wondering like, are you planning on just using it for yourself? Are you going to rent it out for other podcasters to use?
It's funny that you say that too, because I really want to just use it for my own projects, to be honest. But I like if it's a creative space though, like I want my friends to be able to use it. So, I have my circle of friends. I basically gave them access 24/7. I was like, yo, you guys want to use it? Like, please just take me up because I'm not in there every single waking second. You know what I mean? So, like, use the space, and I don't know, like. I know there's an opportunity to make money off of like rentals, but to me it's like my personal like it's like my bedroom, you know what I mean? It's like I don't want everyone hanging out in my bedroom where it's like it is a functional space, but
and you got mad equipment and shit in there. Like I don't know because I'm renting. I opened up a studio. I'm renting my shit out, not renting like the studio out.
Does that stress you out?
I haven't. I'm so stressed about it that I haven't opened it up to the public yet.
I don't want to do it.
I don't know how to really operate it because I know I'm gonna get caught lacking. I don't even want to jinx it, but
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna end up opening mine up to the public, to be honest with you.
But I got to get
want to
paid.
open it up to my friends to work on, and like I plan on having like studio days where it's like, you know, a bunch of people just come through and just work and just like see what we can make.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it'll basically like I'll have opportunities for other artists and stuff, but it might just be under my watch. You know what I mean?
So do you have like a team?
It's really just me. Well, so I mean, when it comes down to everything that I'm doing, it's me. But I mean, I have a bunch of like hired guns. You know what I mean? So, like,
Hired
I
gun.
don't. Yeah, I mean, I pretty much handle everything myself, though. But like, I don't have a manager or anything like that. But
No, I'm just saying like people are helping you out, like 'cause
So,
you're like the boss. I would see.
well,
You're like the face at least.
Thank you.
And then you have like I would say I don't know if you have other editors if you're all cutting.
Oh, so it's full. When it comes to like the editing and the music and stuff, that's like 100% me. But when it comes to like, you know, building the studio, like I've had a lot of family help out with that, you know, with like the cover arts for 50 States, my dude Jose has done that.
Yeah.
You know, with the mixing and mastering, like I have a lot of engineers that I work with too on that front. You know what I mean? So like when it comes to that stuff, yeah, but everything else, like you see, it's just me, dude. Just a psychopath. I want to hire somebody. I'm trying to hire somebody, but it's like, dude, it's like,
they're not hungry enough out here.
It's not even so much that. I think they are, but it's like sometimes they get in the ring with me and they're overwhelmed. And it's like, you know, it's like, oh shit, like there's too much going on here. And it's like, but that's my fault too for like not being able to delegate as well as I can. I'm getting better at it now,
Right.
but trying, dude.
So how do you make most of your money then? How do you pay your bills?
So my streams are really good, dude. So I'll tell you, like my streams for music are like really, really good. So, yeah.
How good are your streams, brother? That you getting money off of streams?
Well, look at it this way. I'll put things in perspective, and I won't give exact numbers, but I will give. So
Like the shirt.
my guy, dude. Yeah.
Which
Let's
way
go.
do we go? Straight still?
Yeah, right there. You see it in the horizon? The
Oh yeah, I do see it. Yeah.
So how do I make my money? Great question.
What the hell going on?
So well, I'll put it in perspective. Like every million streams you get on Spotify is $4,000. My one song, "Come Home," has like 12 million streams.
Tim, can you confirm these facts?
Yeah, go look it up, dude. Fact check me.
Hold on, Tim. Make
Oh,
sure
yeah,
we're good.
we're going rogue of the road. Oh, we
good?
got it. We'll send it. Yeah, we'll be okay.
Fuck it. They got the air.
It's Connecticut, but we're from Dude.
This is how everybody gets killed on the street. I feel like.
Jaywalk.
Oh, my bad. Oh, there we go.
Yeah,
Finally,
right.
we're back. We're back in business. So yeah, between my streams, like, you know, I have sponsors. Like DistroKid sponsors me for my podcast. That's helpful. And then I just got like a lot of like odd job tasks that I do sometimes, like where it's just random things that. So I don't really do as much like video and film stuff, but every once in a while I'll get like something on my plate that's hilarious, and I would love, like for example, I was with the Ancient Aliens dudes like 2 weeks ago, and I shot with them for a little bit just because I was like, oh, this would be sick to do, and like the Ancient Aliens dudes are just hilarious. And I had a moment, and it's also my video stuff is still a great way to network.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So now like I'm friends with those dudes, which is like a weird thing. You know.
And they pay you because they're filming them.
Oh yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah. No, it's been crazy, dude, and like. That's what I'll say to somebody too. Like, find the way where you can bring value.
So you getting $4,000 a month off of Spotify?
I won't confirm or deny that.
Yo, Tim, I'm dropping the best diss track. I'm gonna just diss everybody in the city. Everybody I ever known is gonna be in the track, so everybody has to listen to it. So I hear what they say about them.
Dude.
That's the only way.
I tried that last year. It didn't work out.
I gotta troll.
I think, well, you know what? I think people are more willing to listen to. Honestly, why don't you make a track where you're like, I love everybody in the city? I feel like it'd go further for you, dude.
Okay, yeah.
I know that's like a crazy flip, but like, I'm telling you, I think people are more.
I want to say thank you to everybody.
If you do that track, I'll produce it, dude. Never gets a leg up, dude.
Yo, honestly, you catch more. How's it go? You catch more flies with sugar than honey.
That's what I'm saying,
ass.
bro. Being positive and like, you'll win way more than if you're throwing shit. Who am I throwing shade at? Even people that hate me, I don't even hate back.
Why would I want to throw shade? Why would I want to air some people's business out when I could just show love and get the same motherfucking attention?
Bro, the thing is, it's like, you will never catch me just throwing shade at anybody, dude. Even people that, dude, I have people that personally done me wrong.
Yeah.
And like, I just charge it to the game, dude. You know what I mean? It's just part of it. But you know, you act accordingly. Like, it's like, okay, that was a mistake working with them, but like, I won't do it again. But that doesn't mean I need to like trash their entire career and like go public. Because honestly, sometimes when you go public with the stuff, it makes you look worse.
Bro, bro, you can't stoop as low as people when they talk about you because you're bigger than them. They're talking about you for a reason. You don't have to, you're not even on the radar.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have this lady take our picture, all three of us.
Woo, let's do it.
Excuse me, can you take our picture real quick?
Should I do the video pause?
Let's go.
Keep it rolling, bro. Just keep it rolling, but you're in the photo.
We do a selfie?
No, he's gonna take that shit.
Oh.
Where's the
How's your day going?
Thank you,
That's
sir.
good, dude.
Everybody gotta do a pose. Come on, Timmy. Oh!
God, literally in Stamford.
I'm gonna do the Shawn Michaels.
I'm gonna do the Michael Squires.
Timmy, you gotta give the finger like Stone Cold.
Alright, hold on. Keep the pose. There we go. Alright, I'm gonna get the big W behind y'all.
Damn, respect on all the angles, dude. Let's go.
Timmy, you gotta look like a wrestler, bro.
Oh,
Hold on.
I am a wrestler in mind.
Alright, I got y'all like.
Good looking.
Let's go, dude. Options, I appreciate you,
Yeah,
dude.
you
Thank
two
you,
over
dude.
there so I can get it.
Oh yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, that came out hard.
It's silly, dude.
Can I get a hell yeah?
Hell yeah, dude. Oh, sick, dude. Yeah, good call.
Let's keep it moving. We could,
Where are we going now, dude? You want me to just take you on a journey? You
Yeah,
know what?
yeah.
Let's go to Mill River Park.
let's do it.
That's where they do the food festival. Dude, I've had the opportunity to open up for Flow Rider there, 50 Cent, and A Boogie, dude,
Oh, wow.
which is insane.
Is that the Alive at 5 spot or?
No, well, so it was the Alive at 5, rest in peace, but the events that I'm talking about are the Hey Stamford Food Festival.
Okay.
So, and that's like been ongoing. So, you might see something cool this year, I don't know, guys.
No, you do know.
I do. It's a beautiful day, dude. We really got look, not even a single cloud on the side.
It's all up from here, bro. It's already May. Tomorrow, you know, they say April showers bring May flowers.
I'm ready for the
May.
flowers, dude.
Yeah, we here.
Yeah.
What's something that you want to tell somebody about Stamford that's not from out here?
Let me think on that for a second.
Yeah.
I mean,
Like, what's something that they're missing out on, Stamford?
we really have an incredible sense of community, dude, and I think people are unaware of, especially like in the creative space, you know, like Stamford in particular too is like a very artsy city. You know, they're about to like put all their art installation of like the pigs down here, like the community of music. Like, you know, you don't think of Stamford and Connecticut of having like a good music community, like in the grand scheme, because you think of like your Chicago's, your LA's, your stuff, but like there really is a good community out here, and I think the energy has shifted where everyone kind of wants to see everybody win too. So I think it's just like a really positive like community that like if you were to come here, like you'd probably be welcomed with open arms, and you know, we can make some stuff happen for you.
How has it changed? You know, you're born and raised in Stamford. How has it changed since you're like in high school? How old are you, by the way?
I'm about to be 30.
Okay, well, I'm about to be 33.
Let's
but
go,
how has Stamford changed?
Yeah, I mean, growing up in Stamford, I mean, it's a lot more people here, dude. It's been developed like crazy, and it's sick. Like, you know, it's obviously nowhere on the scale of New York, but it's become way more New York-esque compared to what it used to be. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You'll find places that are open super late. You'll find like, you know, this like area in particular. You know what I mean? You're looking around, it's like there's a lot going on city-wise, you know?
Yeah.
Where it like wasn't always that too, and it was like, it's kind of gross like Macy's, dude. You know what I mean? It's like, but we're doing our best.
Timmy, you're bugging,
yeah, Tim
bro.
is like walking, like about to walk me to my death, dude.
Timmy's crazy. Yeah, it's him. It's this motherfucker.
It's hard for me to watch.
This guy is
That's right,
crazy.
dude. Tim just like, all right, like captures me getting hit on camera, dude.
My focus is this.
No, I respect it. I respect it. He's so focused on the grind that death doesn't affect him, dude.
You're so hard.
Yeah, no, I respect it, dude.
What advice would you give a kid from a small town in Connecticut that wants to grow their platform and grow their brand and their face, get their face out there overall, like how you have?
I'm sure it's gonna sound cliche and everything, but you just gotta keep going and stop no matter what. No matter, like, do not stop. Don't care what people think. Bro, I'm literally out here in an American flag suit.
Yeah, you better than me, bro.
Dude, I look like a sight. Dude, bro, the one thing, like, with this 50 States project, I'm so grateful, love it, happy I did it. Cannot wait to retire this suit.
That's what I'm saying. Like, are you this like that? Are you this type of person off camera, or are you like, yo, I gotta put on this fucking dumbass jacket again? Go ahead,
dude. So I mean, I'm always who. But the thing is, I'm that dumbass. Like, I'm that person on and off camera. Like, I'm telling you right now, dude. It's just like, but. No. We're
He's a fan of America.
You know. But no, I just like. Well, that's another thing too. Like, being yourself always. Like, you're gonna get so much further just being like unconditionally yourself, dude. Because it's like, I think people can see through.
That's a good point.
Like, we can't have like, you would know. Like, if we had a conversation now, you'd be like, oh, Squires is fronting. Squires is lying to me. He's like, you just can see through the bullshit, dude.
Yeah.
And I think everybody can see through it. So I'm like, you know, I'm okay to tell everybody not only my highs but my lows. You know what I mean? It's just part of the game, and like that I'm just human too. And
do you feel like that your whole career is gonna be based off like, I don't want to say gimmicks, but you got to be like in a character for your career? Like, I
don't think so. I think the 50 states thing is obviously like one of the bigger gimmicks I've done, but like it's honestly not the most successful thing I've done. You know, I love sharing this fact. Do you know that, talking about my highs and lows, do you know that 80% of the 50 States project has lost money?
80%?
80% of the songs that I have released have lost money.
What does that mean? Break that down.
But the 20% that has made money has made the project worth it from a financial standpoint.
Oh, got it.
The point I'm trying to make, like, not everything's going to be a success, dude.
Yeah, so when you lose money, it's like people paying for the studio time and
it's me paying for the studio. Dude, it's my money, dude.
Oh, man.
It's like, so like money I've worked hard for over, you know, almost going on like 15-year career, dude.
Wow, yeah.
So it's like, but you know what I mean? Like, the point I'm trying to make too is like, it's not always about the money, dude. It's like, it's funny, a lot of the stuff that people see on camera, they're like, oh, Squires is raking it in. And like even you saying before, like the streams, but it's like, dude, I spend a lot of money to make things happen too, you know? So it's like, it doesn't end up, like sometimes most of the time I don't end up in the green, but the times that I do end up in the green make it worth it for the times that don't, if that makes sense.
Right.
So, I don't know if that answers your question. What'd you ask?
Are you gonna get tired of the gimmicks?
Oh, tired of the gimmicks. To answer your question, like, I don't know. It's just like, it kind of is whatever speaks to me.
If that's who you are, there's not really a gimmick. It's
that's where I was just about to allude to. Is like, I would do this project regardless. Like, you know, I guess the Macy's thing could be considered a gimmick too, but it's not like I was like, oh, this is part of a big plan. I was just like, no, I just want to get Macy's clean. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess like.
I just feel like you grow out of certain things. Because, you know, I think of people like motherfucking, what's the dude's name? Nardwar and shit. It's like, bro, I mean, if that's him, it's like.
But I'm just like this.
Dude,
I am a silly person, dude.
Like a troll almost to a certain extent. But I'm not saying that's what you are. It's just like you. I mean, it works. I can't.
I'm like a silly dude. No, but I like view myself.
I hate that fucking guy in his stupid jacket. Like,
no, but the thing is, I see myself as like a very silly dude. So it's like, you know, it's like I'm the dude that cleans Macy's. That's crazy. Like, there's people whose job this is.
And I kind of low-key thinks it works because I feel like without. Hold on.
I gotta reroute them to Macy's with the hose.
Yeah, it's right here. I was gonna say, like, I feel like.
Yeah, go that way. Go this way. We'll go to Mill River Park.
Damn. That shit red than a motherfucker. But I feel like, bro, the jacket makes you stand out, you know, especially being like a white dude.
Oh yeah.
It's hard to stand out out here.
Dude, well, you know, I don't have tattoos, right?
Yeah.
So it's just like, it was a good call by my friend, and it definitely does make me stand out. That's why, like, when I walked up to you, I wasn't even wearing it yet, because I just know the second I put it on, it's like, I'm so used to it, though, I didn't even know why that woman was cheering. You probably look at the tape, and you just see me mad confused. That's so funny. But, yeah, dude, so I don't know. I just, like, I'm being myself, you know what I mean? And, like, not afraid to put myself out there. I'm not afraid to walk around in my jacket. I'm not afraid. Like, I'm literally, and the thing is, you know, I'll tell you this, too. I kind of alluded to this opportunity that I got that's in the horizon. I had a life-changing opportunity this last week, and it's kind of changed my whole perspective on everything, because no matter what I do between now and then, that thing is going to happen. You know what I mean? So it's like, I know that there's something crazy. I know what's at the end of the rainbow now. Yeah. You know what I mean? So it's like, no matter what I do between now and then, it's like, I already did checkmate. You know what I mean? So it almost doesn't even matter what I do, dude.
Right. So you're just gonna do like side missions in between now.
Yeah. Granted, like that doesn't mean I'm not gonna work as hard. Like I'm working harder than ever.
Yeah.
Yeah. The audio's gonna be all crazy in this wind tunnel, dude. But
that's why I got on the inside. It blocks all that shit.
But yeah, dude. I don't know. I feel very good. I think I got a couple things that are gonna move the needle for me. I'm just really excited now and grateful too, and I think it'll open up opportunities for not only myself but the people around me. You know?
Yeah. What are like 3 things you're trying to create for others? Yeah. Like, or what is between?
So I just like try to like, you know, my big goal is like, I just want people to do what they want in life. Like I have a couple of friends who obviously want to do music full time but aren't quite there. So, you know, just trying to help them get in position where like to get their streams up, to like make it so that they're making money so that they can like really focus on their art. You know what I mean? So that would be like one thing. I mean, that kind of is all encompassing though. That's like really the big mission. I like to continue doing stuff for the city too, where it's like, you know, I did this Connect 4 tournament like on a whim. It was just silly, dude. You know what I mean? Like I just like creating things out of nothing and just showing that you can literally get up today and just do it, dude.
Do you think you run for mayor of Stamford one day?
I've been thinking about it more and more, but to be honest with you, I don't even need a title because I'm going to do this stuff anyways. You know what I mean? It's like, because people always hit me, they're like, oh, unofficial mayor of Stamford and things like that. And I think like, you know, I think there's other people that may be more qualified than me. Because I see myself as a goofy kind of dude. And it's like, but I also am a goofy dude that actually makes things happen. So, yeah. I don't know, take it for what it's worth.
I feel like you would be a face. Like if a politician was smart, it's the old corny white dude that's running. If you really, you know, just like how they did Joe Biden.
But you know what?
But the old, you know, or vice versa, they do the reverse of that. Put you in there and have the brains do it, but you be the face so shit would actually get done.
The thing with me in politics though is like, you know, I don't really like want to. I'm a man of the people. I love everybody, dude, and I know like people are gonna hear that and be like that. So it's like I don't really pick sides or anything too. I want to bring opportunity for every single person, dude, because you know, the country's in a divide in some instances, dude. Right. So it's like I just want to do something for everybody. You know what I mean? I don't care who you are. I don't care where you were born, where you're from, what you look like, anything. Yeah. I just, you know, as long as that, like, it's gonna sound corny and hokey, but this is who I am. Like, I just want to like bring joy to people, dude. And
but at what cost? Are you happy your damn self?
Hell yeah, dude. Like, especially that. Listen, I've definitely had some down moments, but I've been able to put myself in perspective more, or like in position more recently to like make sure I'm good, dude. Because the thing is, at the end of the day, I may work my ass off, dude, but I love it, dude.
Yeah, that's dope.
I love being in the studio till 2 a.m. I love personally getting up there and gonna scrub Macy's, dude. I love it. Damn. Dude. I got the love for the game, dude. So that's why I'll never lose, because I just love the process.
Right. It's so crazy. I've been holding this can this whole time. If this nigga Mike Squires was in here, I would have been just.
There would have been trash cans though if I was running the city. Just FYI.
I just want to throw this shit, but I can't do this in front of this man's town like this.
Yeah, no, we get bro. Here, I can hold it for you though, dude. We're gonna get it done, dude. But I just love how it's come together too. You want to take a walk through Mill River Park? Actually.
Yeah.
It's sick. We should go this way.
Damn, watch
out. Yeah, my dude.
Wait.
Yeah, every time, just walking me in the traffic every single time, dude.
Tell me.
Yeah.
Watch out for this guy look Asian.
No, cut that out.
Tim just gonna get me fucking run over, dude.
Connecticut's different.
It's a vibe, dude. I really love it here. Oh, here we go, dude.
Animal control.
Yeah, we'll go into the park right here. And there's definitely a trash can on the way here, too. I see it. Ideally, we'd recycle this, though. You know?
My goodness gracious.
I'm just letting you know,
dude. Who else is like a content creator that's kind of doing what you're doing out here in Stamford? I feel like you're above everybody else.
There's a lot of talented people in Stamford, dude. I think one of my favorite, here, I'm gonna throw this out here and then we're gonna go in the park this way. But, you know, one of my homies, Jet Perry, who I mentioned, is incredible. You know, he has a solo music career. So they have the West Hill Road Band. They're super incredible. Here, let me throw this out. And they're grinding too. And then, oh, that was recycling. Good. Let's go. So the West Hill Road Band, and then my homie Doss, he's an incredible artist out here too. Like, just grinding. He's the one who won the Connect 4 tournament. So no, I think there's a lot of talent out here, dude. I mean, there's a whole music studio that has, outside of mine, there's a music studio First Class, like, which is Chris Murda and Mike Melodia.
Chris Murda, what up?
Let's go,
I seen
dude.
him. I forgot who I seen him with. Oh, I seen him with Lil TJ randomly one time.
That's insane,
And Jim
dude.
Jones too. I was like, yo, you the dude from Stanford, right? He goes, yo, I remember you with my boy Rock.
Yeah,
And he's
dude.
produced his music.
Rock's the man, too. I like Rock too. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. We could stand here and just name people all
Shout out
day,
to Chris
dude.
Murda.
You know, Obeast is super talented. Young Dill is super talented. Young Shy Guy is super talented. There's a lot of talent, dude. And even like in Norwalk, like what they're doing with the Sono sessions, like they basically have like someone in there every single week, like an artist performing, and they film a bunch of like these performance videos that are so dope. That's what I'm saying. Like the scene is really on the rise, dude.
Word.
So there's like a lot going on out here. And I think the more it happens, the more people just want to be involved and kind of figure out their own thing, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, I just try to like, you know, break a path and just like show people that like you can just do these things and that it's actually possible.
Yeah, I feel like you provide the vision that you don't be afraid to be corny to a certain extent, man.
Dude,
or, you know, don't live in fear of what other people are gonna think when you post, man. You gotta do what you gotta do to get the traffic, to get the engagement.
Bro, like, I mean, I've made a whole lifestyle off of living. I live off my art full time, dude. So it's like, I'm so grateful for that, where it's like, there's really like, people can have their opinion of me no matter what, but it's like, I'm happy. I'm doing what I love. You know, I have a beautiful girlfriend who I adore. My life is great right now. You know what I mean? And it hasn't always been. You know, you need the rainy days to appreciate the sunny ones. But, you know, even more recently, I've just gotten more emotional. Like, I'll just be like sitting in my studio just to be emotional. It's like, yo, I like really pulled this off. I made this happen, dude. You know what I mean? So like, don't think I'd like take it for granted. Like, I get emotional about it all the time. It's like, that's the Libra in me, dude. But
Libra, that means your birthday's in May?
no, October, but close, dude.
That's funny.
Yeah. When's your birthday, dude?
My birthday's June 1st. It's coming up.
Coming up, dude. Nice, dude. But yeah, dude. It's just been a really beautiful, and like I said, I have an insane opportunity that's already happened that will be revealed, and I think that's
Just fucking say it!
Can't say it, dude. But just know that, like, I think, you know, outside of it being a great opportunity for me, I think it's going to inspire a lot of people in the area to show that the impossible is possible.
Word.
Yeah, because when people see it, they're going to be like, no fucking way Mike pulled that off.
Good shit.
And I'm going to be like, yes, I did. And it's a crazy story of how I did it, which we'll do a follow-up, dude.
Yeah, I gotta be on your platform, bro.
Yeah, no, you're welcome on the Mike Squires and Friends podcast anytime, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. We can do it this week if you want, this coming week.
Next week would be better for me. I'm booked for the rest of this week.
Let's do it, dude. You just let me know.
But maybe, yeah, I'm down. What do you guys usually talk about? It's just
So it's a lot, mostly like creatives and entrepreneurs that come on my podcast. They're genuinely all my friends, though. It's like just people that I've known and just
let's head back towards the cars.
Yeah, we'd head back towards the cars. What's going on here today? Normally I know what's going on in Stanford. I don't know what's going on here, though.
Alive at 5. No.
But no, we talk about just like, you know, their journeys, like struggles that they went through and overcome, like to get into their career.
Shit.
A lot of it's like music industry stuff and music, but I do have people on there that also share stories just about, you know, business successes they've had and gems that they have that like help them get to where they're at.
That shit looks really good. What equipment do you use?
So I use a Sony a7S III to shoot both angles. I have a Rodecaster with the two SM7Bs, and then just lights and the set itself. You know what I mean? So it's really not that crazy of a setup.
Yeah, but you got two of them things.
Crazy setup.
The A7 IIIs is crazy. I just got these. No, I ain't gonna lie. I just found out when you're doing a podcast, you don't need that many. You don't need a crazy camera.
I don't think you do, but you know, keep in mind, like I was shooting videos and stuff beforehand,
them
so
already,
I already
so,
had.
yeah, if you had them,
I had one at least, and then I bought the second angle. So, but it makes all the difference.
I
though.
would have got an A7. We'd be rocking A7s if
You wouldn't want to do it for what you're doing here, though. Like your wrist, you would have been.
Now imagine holding a gimbal like that shit. I'd rather have use like the meta glasses than this shit.
Oh yeah, dude.
You know what I'm saying? For like, say when we did like that stuff, one thing like A7.
Yeah, Black Magic would be even fire too.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool equipment, but I think for this dude, the Osmo is perfect.
Oh,
dude.
yeah, for
I
walkie-talkie,
want to
yeah.
get one.
Yeah, no, these shits is fire.
Yeah, that was a nice stroll. I'm glad that we did the Mill River Park stroll. I'll take us back home, dude.
I got you. Yeah, it's a little tease.
there
We've been
before
doing
for
this is an hour-long episode already, bro.
Oh, that's crazy. This is where I met 50 Cent, right in here.
Nice.
Dude, I brought him tea. So like he wasn't feeling that great. So it was a two-part
Mr. 50.
effort. So me and Eric, who's another person that works the the Hey Stamford Food Fest events. I ran to go get water at the diner right over here, and he went to CVS to get the tea, and like we basically like in the hallway made 50-cent tea over there and like brought it to him.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh.
What's the craziest risk you ever took in your journey?
This last week, dude. I'm telling you, I can't talk. I mean, let me figure out one that I could actually talk about. But this last week, you know what? I'll tell you the story. I'll tell you what I did, but I won't tell you what the thing is.
Okay.
So just know this. This is what you need to know. Last week, I got information on Monday, 9 p.m. I got information about an incredible opportunity. I was not invited to this thing. They didn't know I was showing up. They knew nothing.
Right.
So at 9 p.m. I got the information. Midnight, Tuesday, I booked my flight. 3 a.m. Tuesday, I'm going to the airport. I board my flight. I get to this location. I get to set by 10 because I knew exactly where to be.
Yeah.
And I didn't even plead my case. They just let me on. They were just like, oh, this is great. We love that you're here.
Were you wearing this jacket?
I did wear the jacket. The entire flight too, dude. Come on, bro.
Oh, man, yeah.
And
You sold it. He was a character, man.
And I document the whole thing. Let's go this way, dude.
Nice.
But yeah, no, so I'm really excited. And you know what? So that whole shenanigan, and I was not that I was scared, because I was like, worst case scenario, I'll just go home. But that whole thing cost me $1,000 to do. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So it's like, it sucked to like try to make this happen and like get nothing out of it. But not only did it work, but I got the call back too.
Word.
You know what I mean? So at this point, it became worth it. And like, I also was doing something for a friend simultaneously too, which was like really rewarding. But you know, sometimes you just gotta risk it for the biscuit, you know?
For real.
That was a scary one though, dude, a little bit. It's just like.
Did you know people out there?
Well, this is even crazier too in the footage. Well, now I know someone everywhere because of the 50 states. So I tapped in with my artists from out there and just like, just to try to get some insight on everything.
Right.
But the other thing is I booked not the wrong flight, but I wasn't exactly where I needed to be. So when I was in the airport, I had to book another flight to get to my second place.
Oh, wow.
It was like, it was crazy, dude.
That's
And
just
so
stressful.
I have it all documented. It's crazy, but I pulled it off, dude. So there we go.
Besides from Macy's, what other changes are you trying to bring to Stamford?
I mean, I'd like there to be like, now with Live at 5 gone, I really want to bring more events to Stamford too.
Yeah.
So I'm very close with the people that run the Hey Stamford Food Festival down here, and like they do the most phenomenal job. Like their events are like top tier, and they even inspired me to even do my Connect 4 event and anything you might see in the future. But I had a meeting with them the other day, and I'm trying to make something really incredible happen for this. If I can pull off everything that I'm trying to pull off, because I'm just trying to dream big, but if I pull off this idea that I'm thinking, we'll literally shut down the city of Stamford. So
nice. Are you familiar with that concert promoter Big Mike?
I am familiar with Big Mike. I've seen him here a couple times, as a matter of fact. I think I saw him at Pauly D when he was here.
Probably.
Most recently.
Yeah. I mean, I used to go to do his concerts back when like my artist I was doing music videos for would work with him, and I networked with him. But I didn't know if you did work with him at all before.
We've never really worked closer together, but like we've like talked back and forth. We've texted back and forth a couple times, but like we've never really had like a moment to like sit down and talk. He would actually be a great one to have on the podcast.
Yeah, he would. I feel like, bro, it's two generations right there. Like he's got first of all, he's well connected. And I feel like he's at a certain point now where he got to pass down that torch, bro. Like, bro, you two, I don't want to disrespectful, but it's almost that time, Big Mike. Pass down that torch, man.
I think he does a great job.
He does a great job, but who's like, what happened? We're gonna be 70 years old, still trying to book concerts. Pass that torch down to somebody.
I don't have any interest in being a concert promoter.
I'm not saying you, but he needs to do that. I feel like you will be a guy to provide a live event space, whether it be for big names or for artists. Like that same thing where he has local artists and local towns open up for somebody like Lil Durk.
It is crazy. There's a lot of opportunity that can happen in events like that too. And like, even with this thing that I'm working on right now, like it would open up opportunity for some local artists too. And it's cool. Like I really am trying to get more involved with the city, and like I think there's like an art board, and like there were some talks about me being a part of that too, which like to me is hilarious. Cause like, again, I see myself as like a goofy kind of guy, but I also simultaneously do make things happen. So it's like, if people can deal with the goofiness, like I promise you I'll come through and like make cool things.
I'm about that business too, word.
That's what I'm saying. Like at the end of the day, I am a businessman.
That's how I feel about myself to a certain extent, but not goofy. I feel like I may be rough around the edges. Like I'm not the corporate motherfucking, you know what I'm talking about, guys, media guys, I kind of do this shit my own way, but I get it done.
Yeah, dude.
Like the way I did my live podcast show at the Yonkers Brewery, I didn't know contracts. Everything is, agreement, word of mouth, and I just told them what I was gonna do, and I did it. You know, and
That's what it is, dude. Just say you're gonna do something and doing it, bro. And that's with the 50 states. It's the album is less important than me just doing it. You know what I mean? Like people just like the fact that I pulled it off. You know what I mean? Pulling it off is the cool thing. That's what people want to celebrate. You know what I mean? It's like, yo, he said he was gonna do something crazy, he did it. He said he was gonna clean Macy's, he did it. He said he was gonna do the 50 States album, he did it. Like, just do the fucking thing, dude. You just gotta like take the risk, make it happen, have a dream, have a vision, put it together, make it happen, dude.
Or
yeah. And there's like, you can just start today. Like, no excuses. You can do whatever you want in this lifetime, but it's up to you, you know?
Yo, literally.
Yeah. Oh.
4,000 a month off of streaming, bro. I gotta listen to these songs. What the fuck going on out here?
The thing is, you just got to get started. Well, let me also put this in perspective too. You don't even need to like, having a music catalog is so important too, because it's like, if you, and I know this is going to sound like a lot of songs, but really it's not if you go fucking ham. Having if you have 1,000 songs that do 500 streams a month, which is like 500 is like bare minimum. You have 30 days to do 500 streams. It's a very little amount of streams. You're making $2,500 a month off of that alone. Dude, I got some records that are doing like 300,000 a month. You know what I mean? So it's like,
damn.
I'm saying you have to do 1,000 songs that do 500 streams. Like, the math is there, dude. Just figure it out. Drop a lot of songs. Because people underestimate the cat, bro. And this is what I tell people too. And I respectfully, like, you know, you now know I live off my music. Probably couldn't name a song, dude. You know what I mean? Respectfully, you know what I mean? So it's like, and I'm okay with that too, because at the end of the day, you know, it works for me. And you're also not necessarily my demographic, dude. You know what I mean? So it's like,
I'll check it out. I'm gonna check out the New York song.
You have to, dude. You're gonna have to.
Who's on the New York song?
It's not out yet, and I won't say, but I made a New York song. I made it happen, dude.
Word.
We'll find out soon, though.
Can we walk? You guys gonna let
Yeah,
me
we can walk. We can walk.
I don't want to go now.
Yeah, no, it's funny, dude.
Oh yeah.
Woo! That was sick.
Shit. You have any questions for me?
Yeah, let me think on this, dude. What made you want to start this series too? Because I love the idea of just like walking around.
Yeah, so one of my favorite artists, La Russell, he does not necessarily a walk and talk, but he just does walks with his team.
Oh, that's sick.
Like it'll
dude.
be just him and his manager and his
And they document,
cameraman,
they film it? Oh,
and his
yeah.
family. They just talk about, you know, what we're doing for the week and how they do a recap about the last shows they did, and they just talk about the highs and the lows. And I was like, bro, I could do that shit in an interview form. Same equipment. They were like, they use the Osmo. That's how I got the idea of using the Osmo and the mics.
So good, dude.
And it came full circle because I ended up doing a walk and talk with La Russell.
That's actually really fucking sick. When he was out this way?
Yeah, he did a show in Brooklyn, and
that's cool,
I just waited after his show, and I was like, bro, how can I get an interview? Yeah, straight. And he was like, just meet me here tomorrow. And I was like, oh, bet.
I got a question for you, dude.
Yeah.
If you knew that you couldn't fail in your life,
Jesus Christ, Timmy.
cars.
Bro, you like.
Well, we're good. We're good. If you knew that you couldn't fail at whatever you set your mind to, what would you be doing? Like you were gonna do whatever what would you do with your life? If you knew it was gonna work out 100%.
Be a stand-up comedian again. That shit's lit.
Dude, I didn't even know you were in stand-up. That's fire,
I wasn't
dude.
good. That's why I try not to talk about it, because I still got my setup on YouTube, but I was like 19, 20 years old, and it's just a cringe fest, honestly.
But bro, every time you like, the thing is, I don't even look at things as, dude, anytime someone's trying to figure out their dream or make it happen, it's gonna be rough at first, dude. But I respect anybody who's like trying to make it happen, because eventually you're crazy until you're not. You know what I mean? It looks cringe until it's not. It's like, dang, like, okay, that's cringe now, but like, that dude is gonna end up playing fucking arenas. So how cringe is that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, okay, Squires is doing some crazy whatever, but then when it comes to like the big thing in the future, it's like, oh, maybe he's not as crazy as he looks, you know?
Yeah. I mean, I've been doing this shit for a minute too, like Instagram skits and all that shit, and people been a fan. Like people, when when I started working with like DJ Sus One and Charlamagne, people be like, oh man, I love the growth. I remember when you started doing stand-up comedy before you were doing stand-up. I'm like, oh shit.
And the thing is, like, people also don't care as much as you think they do.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It's like
Word.
the thing that you might like be cringe, like, this is it. Like, no one's really looking into it because everyone's got their own thing that they're focusing on. You know what I mean?
Shit. Tim,
Like, we're going this way to the left. Oh yeah, perfect time. We got 10 seconds, dude. But yeah, so the point I'm just trying to get to is that just do the thing. Who cares what people think?
Fact.
In 200 years, no one's gonna remember any of it anyway. So
Yeah, bro. I was like, I just wore this outfit the other day. Nobody's gonna remember I wore this shit. I posted a picture in it, but nobody's thinking about it.
you want to know something that messes me up, dude? There's so the person, like, because of how science is coming along,
Yeah.
the person that might not die is alive today. Like they're figuring out how to slow down aging, dude. So like if they get like aging to go for like another like 10 years, right? You know what I mean? So it's like they basically keep adding on time where it's like they basically can figure out how to slow aging to live forever, which is like a fucked up thought, dude. I probably didn't say that better. Neil deGrasse Tyson probably said that way better than me, but like
Neil deGrasse Tyson.
But like no, that I was like, dang, that's actually a crazy concept, dude. I don't know if I'd want to live forever though.
No, backstar.
You
Hearn.
do?
You just yo. You just
Tim,
be
what would you be doing if you could live forever, dude?
Whenever I want, every single day.
live forever.
Amen,
But the
dude.
thing is, you age, so you're gonna be a 1,000-year-old fucking peanut brittle.
I was trying to figure out how it would work though. It's like, do you just continue past age 100, or does like age 40 become like the new age 20? You know what I mean? Like, what does this look like?
Exactly. You live forever, it means your body's still gonna deteriorate until you're just dust.
Yeah.
Unless it's just you stop, whatever time you take the injection, that's the age you're gonna stay at.
That's there's a
That's
lot.
like Tuck Everlasting. You ever heard of that book?
No, I haven't, but it's that concept.
Yeah, they found they found a well or like a fountain of youth.
Fountain of youth,
and they drank from
dude.
that shit and they couldn't die. They were getting shot, still alive. Oh,
That's crazy.
But it
dude.
ended up being
it's like a Deadpool kind of thing going on.
But it started. The shit takes place in 1847 or whatever, and then the shit ends at 2025 or whatever, and they're still the same age. But they're driving a motorcycle now, and instead of a horse and carriage, it's a dope movie and book.
That's insane. I gotta go check it out. I'll probably watch the movie before I read the book, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, we read the book in 4th grade, so.
Oh dang, it's an easy book. I don't know.
That shit's like a 50-page book.
Oh damn, I'll read the book then. I didn't know.
We literally went on a field trip in 3rd grade. We read the book. We took a field trip to the
I
movie
didn't realize
theater.
it was a children. I'll read the children's
Yeah.
book, dude. I'll breeze through
It's
it,
a little
dude.
chapter book.
That movie too.
Give us a word of motivation that you would tell your 19-year-old self.
Do not give up. Do not care what people think, because you're gonna figure it out, and there's gonna be lows. Don't let those low moments. You know what? My dad actually said it best. He's like, nothing's as good as it seems. Nothing's as bad as it seems. Just stay in the middle, stay the course, and you're gonna get to where you want. I think a younger me knew that too, but an older me now is way more confident in just following the journey. Yeah, was that good?
That was great.
Yeah, I
Mike
love it,
Squires, tell the people where they can follow you and what you got coming out and what to look out for.
Ooh, there's a lot happening, guys. So you can follow me on all social media at Mike Squires. You can go to my website, mikesquires.music. I got a .music, which is impressive. They just came out. I'm trying to think of what else. I have a 50 States album where I'm doing a song with an artist from each of the 50 states, which comes out very soon, very soon, very, very, very soon, sooner than you might think. And then I have a podcast, the Mike Squires and Friends podcast. And look out for one of the most insane things that I've ever done towards the end of the summer. It's insane.
Yes, sir. Mike Squires, bro. Walk and talk.
My guy, dude.
Thanks for
It's
walking
been
with me
real.
and talking with me, man.
Woo! Made it happen, dude.
Stay
Made it
tuned.
happen.